Wait, what are we?
You can have that one.
Hi, everybody, and welcome into Oceanside Ice Arena for today's matchup featuring the Boston College Eagles and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Good morning. I'm Cole Feinblum. Alongside me is Blaine McCormick. Beautiful day here in Tempe, Arizona on this fine Super Bowl Sunday. Temperatures possibly pushing 80 degrees, but inside Oceanside it's minus 42, I believe. Last night was the first game of the series. ASU took down BC in that one. Tonight is this morning is the second game of the set. Blaine, give me some takeaways from yesterday's game.
Well, takeaways from yesterday's game are great performances from Liam Hughes and especially from goaltender Lucas Felbel. He had a great game, only allowing one goal and a lot of saves for him there. And also Liam Hughes with 2 goals. And it's a great performance from the defenseman that we've seen. And he's also one of the bigger bodies for this Arizona State team. And he had some big hits yesterday as well. So it was good to see a good performance from him.
Up to center ice, Austin Ehrlich drops it to McNeely, who tries to get it back to Ehrlich, over to Housley. Housley on the far side boards. Taken away and brought up ahead by the Eagles. Across the blue line they go for a quick wrist shot. That one's blocked down in front off the body of Liam Hughes behind the net. In first is Zach Berries. He's going to ring that one around the boards, but holding it in is Michael Gilfin. Taken away, and Wilson Housley's going to bring that one up to the neutral zone, but given right back. Gilfin with a quick shot. That one goes high off the shoulder of Gluck and around the boards. BC with some early pressure here. Taken by Zach Bear. Shuffled along, and quickly up ice they go. John Randall across the red line. Ahead for Engbar. Engbar splits the defense, but can't hang on to the puck. Behind it goes. Engbar battling down in the corner. Puck squirts loose, taken by BC and held in at the point by Daniel Gowans, who swings it back down low to Engbar. Engbar's pass, looking to get it to Preston Ames, goes out of reach and is tipped ahead. Now a race for the puck. Ames battling with Bradley Bowers. Bowers in there first. Gets pinned up by Ames, down to the ice, taken away. Into the corner, trying to get it up to the point, but intercepted on its way up. Taken out to center ice and given to Blake Southby. Preston Ames with the puck. Trying to get it to Daniel Gowans. Ref got in the way of that one. Sent right back down low into ASU's defensive zone. Puck still with BC as they throw one towards the net. Off the skate of Daniel Gowans, poked ahead by Leclerc. Leclerc with some speed across the blue line. Has it poked away on its way in and taken right back the other way before it's going to be given right back to Schweitz, who gives it over to Leclerc. Dan Kenzie now. Kenzie's going to flip the puck high off the boards all the way down the ice. Icing's going to be waved off. Racing forward is Graham Soman. Around to the far side. Pinching in is Schweitz. Battling for it, up to the blue line, held in. Liam Hughes will throw a quick wrist shot. That one goes wide of net all the way around to the opposite side. Conlon Noonan can't hold it in, so he's just going to flip it down low. Taken away by BC as they try to stop on a dime. Peter Hamlin with the puck. Puck battling in the near side corner. Mike Leone with the puck, gets a bump behind the net, loses balance, but it's going to be taken by Liam Hughes and brought up ahead. At the blue line, held in by BC with some numbers and a slap shot as he's looking for a change there from Tucker Marr. It's deflected off Jordan Gluck and brought up ahead by Liam Hughes. Hughes is going to dump one down. Into the corner it goes. Out to the front. No shot on that one as it goes all the way to the opposite side. Aiden Ward couldn't get the handle on it. In net, Sun Devils, Jordan Gluck. And on the other end, Matthew Lipsky for BC. Last night we saw Felbel for the Sun Devils and they took that victory. Four minutes into this one, 0-0 still the score here at Oceanside between the ASU Elite Sun Devils and the BC Eagles. Now Ryan McNeely with a chance. Dangles into the slot but can't get a shot off, and he goes over to the far side. Leaves it for Bear, who swings it over quickly to Preston Ames. Ames with a wrist shot through traffic. Rebound loose, but it's going to be slapped all the way down the ice. Preston Ames will take over for the Sun Devils and quickly stretch it along to the red line for McNeely. It's poked away and taken away by the Eagles. Along over to the far side. Kevin Flynn with the puck has it poked away up to the blue line and out to center ice, where it's going to be flung back in and controlled by the Sun Devils. Ames once again with the puck. Carries this one across the red line and dumps it into the zone before taking a hit. Puck behind the net, taken away, but held in by John Randall, who gives it right back. Boston College brings this one up ice. Flynn once again is going to drop this one down low. Taylor Allen with the puck. Tries to usher that further along with Kenzie pressuring on his back, and he does so. Back up to the point it goes for a slap shot with some traffic, and that was deflected up high. But Gluck's able to react in time and make a save for a stop. Finally, 5.5 into this first period.
And you know, that's a great save there by Gluck, as he was able to track the puck really well, coming off his chest and into the glove of his. And you know, both ASU goaltenders for this team have been great this season, as Gluck makes his first save of the night there. And also Lucas Felbel just having a very impressive outing last night, as we mentioned earlier.
Off the face-off, the puck squirts out to center ice, where it's going to be dumped back in. Conlon Noonan for the Sun Devils is going to swing it back to the neutral zone all the way down the ice, where we're going to have an icing call here.
And, you know, early on it seems as though the ASU is kind of fatigued at this point. You know, they're coming off a good game yesterday as a 4-1 victory, and on this Sunday morning, I think they're just anticipating for the Super Bowl right now. They want to see the Carolina Broncos, right?
Yeah, looking forward to that 4:30 kickoff right now. Still got ASU and Boston College. Daniel Gallons with some speed into the center, throws a quick wrist shot. That one goes wide of the net, and he's going to send it down low once again for Randall, who tips it right towards the front. Gowans got a shot off, but got it deflected away. Back down low, Engbar tries to get it to Randall, it escapes his stick, goes over to Gowans in the high slot, drops it down to Noonan for a slap shot, intentionally wide off the boards to the opposite side, all the way around to Kenzie, who drops it to Gowans, takes a bump, but gives it over to Engbar for a centering pass over to Randall, who swings it out to the corner, but the whistle is going to be blown here, as it appears the net is knocked off its pegs.
And, you know, we saw the net get knocked off its pegs a lot yesterday, just because, you know, there was a lot of guys going around, and sometimes they get bumped to the net, and sometimes, you know, their arms just hit it, jostles a little bit. And net set up here at Oceanside, kind of different from other arenas that we've seen in the past.
Face-off won by the Eagles. Pass intercepted, though, by Leclerc. Leclerc swings one around the boards, trying to regain his own pass, pinching down to help his Schweitz, but it's going to be taken away by BC, up to Thomas Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons takes a big check there from Leclerc right in front of the ASU bench, but he's able to get that puck down low. But Valver's there to retrieve it and send it back the other way. In first for BC is Ciaran Cleary. Cleary can't get it out. Schweitz is going to get the glove down there. Schweitz leaves it. Trying to help in, but unsuccessful there is number 26, Aiden Ward. Neutral zone controlled by Liam Hughes. Hughes going to take this one himself across the blue line and send it deep, where it's going to be taken away once again by the Eagles. Swung up to the blue line, held in by Liam Hughes. Doing a good job of holding that blue line. Second chance effort. Puck's going to squirt loose. Finally, that puck comes free, taken away by BC. Down low it goes to Ward. Ward has it taken away by BC, but it's getting right back to Mike Leone, who loses the puck once again. Now a quick centering pass. Loose, but a great save made by Gluck on that quick wrist shot from Ian Adler. That one went high, but Gluck got the stick side up. Now another shot. This one's blocked down before it even reaches the front. Still in the zone. Dangerous opportunities here for the Eagles. Now finally that puck's going to come loose for the Sun Devils, and the white jersey of Liam Hughes is going to take this one up ice. But offside is going to be called here. 12:03 left in this first period.
And, you know, if you're Coach Leclerc right now for the Sun Devils, you're definitely tipping your cap over to your goaltender, Jordan Gluck, who just has been making phenomenal saves lately, and we've seen great performances from him in the past. And, you know, on that series there, he had 2 quick shots in the crease, very dangerous shots as well, especially from Ian Adler, one of the top scorers for this Eagles team.
Pretty evenly matched first 8 minutes of this one. Shot totals 4 for the Sun Devils, 3 for Boston College. Score still remains 0-0 with Preston Ames controlling this puck. Banks it off the boards to Ehrlich. One more bank, but held in at the blue line. Ames is there for reassurance. Housley shielding the puck along the boards, chips it ahead for Bear. Over, centering pass, but a defenseman makes the goalie save there. ASU now, their chance at some attack. Ryan McNeely with the puck. Tosses one over to the opposite side for a slap shot from Preston Ames, blocked down in front. Over to Ehrlich, who checks that one down for Housley. Back up to Ehrlich. Has it on his back end, tries to throw one towards the front, but it's deflected off a BC defender and sent down to the ice after the whistle is Austin Ehrlich. But nothing extra after that one. The face-off's going to stay in the BC defensive zone.
Yeah, I thought that they would be called for roughing on that one as Austin Ehrlich just took a really big bump after a good hit from the number 44 for the Eagles. That's Blake Stapolsky. You know, I was surprised at that call because the hands came up almost to his neck, so I'm surprised there wasn't a cross-checking there.
Another face-off controlled by the Eagles. Done pretty well in the circle so far this first period. Dan Kenzie chips that one down the ice, but it's going to be taken away. Controlled by Searing Cleary. Up ahead, BC in the center ice. Sent down low it goes. Racing forward is Tucker Marr. Marr takes a check from Kenzie, but he's able to get that one down low as it squeaks up to the point for a slap shot through some traffic once again. BC getting bodies to the front. Another shot. This time Gluck closes it off and he covers the puck up. And some more pushing and shoving after the whistle. BC changing the tempo up and putting some pressure on the Sun Devils.
Well, you can really see the chippiness developing here as there's some constant checks after the whistle and after the shot was recovered. And I think that's kind of due to the hit on Austin Ehrlich on the previous possession. And, you know, Jordan Gluck just doing a phenomenal job in net, really seeing the puck well, even with all those guys bunched up in the slot.
Gluck not used to this early pressure, as usually it's the Sun Devils who are controlling the tempo, but so far, Boston College has seemingly dominated in their own zones. Shot tallies are equal, but BC's getting the better of the chances.
And I think the Eagles are trying to go with that constant energy. You know, it's the last game of the series. They're only here for, you know, approximately 3 or 4 more hours before they have to head home to Massachusetts. But I think they want to recover from last night's game as they lost 4-1 and just get some momentum going for them.
Sun Devils resting a few key players, one of them being Wesley Starr and the other one being Ryan Francis. Sure, nothing serious, just a healthy scratch for the game and getting ready for next week's big matchups against NAU. A delayed offsides is called, so ASU is going to bring this one up the ice. Garrett Eversole trying to get it on the tape of Liam Hughes, but it's intercepted and taken away by Boston College. Given over to Stephen Bales. Bales off the boards, can't clear yet. Aiden Ward. Ward centers one to Leclerc, but Leclerc can't get a shot off. He was bumped from behind, and it goes out of the zone for Liam Hughes to send it right back in. Nick Blumenfeld on the ice for the Sun Devils. Haven't seen much of him this season. Usually just been a healthy scratch, but filling in the role that's been voided right now by Francis and Starr. So Blumenfeld as well as Aiden Ward, a guy we haven't seen too much of. And we have a Maroon team call-up as well. You see number 15, Sneddon, on the ice as well. So a lot of new guys getting some chance here for the Sun Devils today.
And it's good to see those guys out there getting some fresh skates out there. And also these guys are young too, so they want to develop the play of them in order for next season.
Next season, of course, if all else works out, the Sun Devils will become a Division I ACHA team. They've already proven that they're worthy, defeating U of A 4 times, the number, I believe, 14 Division I team in the country. So Sun Devils should be able to handle their own. And
especially that reflects in their record too. You know, 26-2-0, that's a great record for this team. And they have the number 1 seed in the Western Conference for the ACHA.
ASU still controlling the tempo here, but they're going to get a delayed penalty as Wilson Housley is going to be sent to the box for a late check. Preston Ames going to touch up on this puck. Whistle is going to be called here. So power play for Boston College. 8:25 left in this first period. Wilson Housley heading to the box.
And, you know, this is kind of the opposite story of yesterday, as Boston College was the first to strike with penalties. They got 2 in the first period and then 3 in the second period. So I think the chippiness is kind of elevated quickly, and that's why Housley got sent to the box.
Housley gets hit with a 2-minute minor. 5-on-4 advantage for Boston College early on here. Halfway through this first period, plus about a minute and a half. Face-off is won by BC, and they'll swing it over quickly to the point, where it's going to be tiptoed by Ciaran Cleary, but just held in. Taken back by David Monahan, who gives it up to Cleary. Cleary fakes a slap shot and goes back down to Monahan, who throws one towards the front, but it goes off the stick of Liam Hughes, deflected out of play.
A great defensive stance there from Liam Hughes, and we've seen him do great coming off the game from last night, as he had 2 goals in the game and also some big hits on the ice.
Monahan into the draw, facing off against John Randall. It's going to be won by Monahan, taken up right forward, but dropped back to the point for Cleary. Tough pressure from Randall right off the bat, but Cleary's able to get that one down to Monahan, who swings it up to the blue line and held in. Cleary skates into the high slot and throws a wrist shot through some traffic. Rebound loose, taken by Valver. Swung over to Randall, up to the blue line, not cleared yet. Another chance, that one's deflected off the stick of Thomas Fitzgibbons, but it's sent wide. Finally, ASU is able to clear that one as Liam Hughes is able to swing it down the ice.
That's a great power play defense from the Sun Devils, as the whole squad is going to come out to get some fresh skates on the ice.
Cleary brings this one up ahead, dumps it right on target, glove down by Gluck for another stop to play. Minute 5 left on the power play, 7:30 left in the first period, 0-0, still the score.
And that's a smart play by Gluck there, just to corral the puck, make sure the play is stopped in order to kind of interrupt the momentum of Boston College right there. We saw him having a lot of fast skates on the ice, multiple shots, so they're trying to slow down the tempo right now in order to work in their favor.
Anthony Modica wins that faceoff for Boston College, but it can't be touched by Graham Soman. And so back to retrieve it, ASU able to clear it. Under a minute left on this power play for the Eagles here. Swung to the far side, tipped ahead, and brought ahead to center ice. Icing waved off, but Zach Bear in first for the Sun Devils as he's going to wing that one all the way down the ice, over the stick of Graham Soman. Back to play it out of his crease is Matthew Lipsky. Brought up by Modica, but taken away by Ames. Sent out to the red line. That's as far as it goes. Swung to the opposite side and brought ahead across the blue line by Stephen Bales, who drops it down. Bales will take that return pass, but given up to the point. Up ahead and swung back down low to the near side corner. This time some pressure by Cole Bowen. Bear being double teamed, has it taken away by Modica. Tries a centering pass. Ames cutting off the angle. Now up to the point for the far side faceoff circle, but gloved down by Gluck, with just 1 second of penalty time remaining before Wills and Housley comes out of the box.
And a great power kill defense from ASU right now, just clearing the puck beautifully, and also definitely give credit to Jordan Gluck right now. He has been a rock in net for the Sun Devils in this game.
Wilson Housley out of the box. 5-on-5 skating, a penalty kill for the Sun Devils. Boston College not finished with the attack though. Dropped down at the blue line, but taken away. Housley fresh out of the box, and he gives it up to Austin Ehrlich. ASU without numbers has McNeely with them. Drops it down to Housley with some space. Housley dekes around the goalie, tries to get that one through, but the angle was closed off by Lipsky. He's able to get the pads and close off that post. Now the other way, Boston College. Brandon Flynn. Flynn can't get towards the front as he's closed off there by Dan Kenzie, and it's poked away. Other way, Sun Devils come. Austin Ehrlich. Ehrlich being hounded by 4 jerseys. Still able to almost get a shot off, and he draws the penalty here. Hooking's going to be the call. Austin Ehrlich against 4 Boston College men, able to draw a penalty. So now the Sun Devils go on the power play.
You know, Austin Ehrlich is one of the most energetic guys I've ever seen on a hockey team. He's always loose before games, always loose during games, and he's got this constant energy from him. And he's always willing to take the hits and go at people. He doesn't care if there's 4 defenders over there. He takes on that challenge, dekes him out, tries to get a shot off.
Face-off won by the Sun Devils. 5-on-4 advantage. Their first power play of this game. McNeely can't hold that one in. A diving effort. Delayed offsides is the call, and the face-off's going to come back outside the zone here. 5.5 left in this first period. Cole Feimel and Blaine McCormick here at Oceanside Ice Arena. 0-0 is the score between Boston College and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Zach Bear over to McNeely. McNeely will just glide across the blue line and swing that one to the far side, trying to pinch down is Liam Hughes. Hughes is able to dig that puck out. Trying to get the power play set up. Down low it goes to Ehrlich and back up to Bear. Bear swings it to Ehrlich, quickly to Housley, one touch back to Ehrlich, who gives it up to Zach Bear once again. Some triangle play here from the Sun Devils. Ehrlich tries to spin away from the pressure, but he loses the handle just for a second, able to tap that one along for Liam Hughes. Hughes drops it for Housley, one more along to McNeely at the blue line. McNeely, Bear, back to McNeely goes, deflected off the skate of a Boston College defenseman. In comes McNeely for a quick wrist shot off the body of a defenseman that went off Stephen Bales and out of play. A good minute penalty kill from BC, getting in all the shooting and passing lanes.
And they're definitely pressuring them right now. You see constant defense from the Eagles as they're interpreting the pass really well, so they kind of skate back and then give you that pressure adjacent to them. They're not going right at the guy and trying to hit him, but they're making sure that they know they're there.
Still a minute left on this power play for the Sun Devils. But an errant pass there from Preston Ames goes out of the zone, and ASU is forced to touch up. Andrew strikes with it. Drops it to Valver. Valver with a quick wrist shot high, but slapped away on the rebound there, and that goes out of play for another faceoff.
That's a good interpretation there from Stefan Valver. He had an open lane right down the middle of the slot, trying to send it home, but unfortunately deflected.
Another faceoff won by the Sun Devils. Valver with it. He drops that one down low to Engbar, takes the return pass at the blue line. Quickly along to Ames. Ames decides against the slap shot, gives it up to Valver. Back down to Engbar. Engbar on the faceoff circle with a quick wrist shot. That one's deflected off John Randall, and it goes wide before it even reaches Lipsky. Taken away by BC off the skate of Preston Ames, but taken away by Boston College. Chipped ahead, but a diving play by Preston Ames knocks that one away. 10 seconds left on the power play. BC now clearing it just to kill some time. Now that penalty time has expired. Back at full strength skating. A strong penalty kill from Boston College. Wilson Housley takes a check on the boards. Loses the puck, and it's going to be swung around. Conlon Noonan's going to hold this one in. Down low it goes. McNeely trying to get around three defenders, and he does so. Swings it over to Housley, who's battling for the puck. Tipped away, but held in the blue line by Kenzie. Swung around to the near side once again. In to grab it is Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons can't dig this one out. McNeely in to help, gives it over to Housley. Housley's pass, looking to get it to Ehrlich. Intercepted on its way in and taken back the other way. Fitzgibbons with the puck at the red line. Tipped along and brought ahead by Bobby Halley. Halley with a quick wrist shot, rebound loose. But it closed off. Gluck with another crucial save here with just under 3 minutes to go in this first period. ASU flying up the other side. Ehrlich with the puck. Gets into the slot, but gets dragged down from behind. No penalty on this one. Back and forth action here. Out to the red line, Boston College looking to turn this one the other way. Into the zone they go. Near side, Monica for a quick shot. Again, Gluck makes a save. Thrown to the front, that one's deflected wide. Behind the net it goes. Monica swings it along up to the point, up to Skalski, who throws one towards the front. Blocked down, and taken out of the zone out to the red line, where finally the play looks to calm down for a second as Gluck takes it out of his crease. But Conlon Noonan unaware of the pass, taken by the Eagles once again here. Still the shot tally equal, 12 shots for each team. A very evenly matched first period. Monica takes his puck away, goes backhand looking to roof that one, sends it over. Sustained pressure here from BC. Still with the puck. Throws one towards the front again, but it's going to be blocked down to the corner. Monica behind the net still. Minute 50 seconds left in this first period. BC, though, just looking to get a change on the play, and they can't hold on to the puck. Finally, it's going to be taken by the Sun Devils and swung out to center ice, but taken right back. Fitzgibbons with the wrist shot. That one's sent wide of the boards. It's right at the net. Zach Bear with the puck. Sun Devils passing not looking as crisp as it usually does here. Boston College pressuring hard on this forecheck. Kind of getting the Sun Devils off tempo a little bit. Now they'll bring it up ice. But Zach Bear tried to get it ahead to Randall, got caught offside, and finally stopped with just over a minute left in this first period.
And it almost seems like the Sun Devils are kind of playing sloppy right now. They just need one possession where it'll just build the momentum. Just a good open shot for them to establish their offense. They just haven't got that one little momentumous change here in the first period.
Face-off won by the Sun Devils, rung around the boards for Ciaran Cleary to grab it for BC, but he can't clear the puck. Liam Hughes hangs onto it, gives it over to Engbar, who hangs and gives it down to Hughes. Hughes battling off a defender, is able to swing that one to the opposite side for Randall, who throws one towards the front, sticked aside by Lipsky. Down to 40 seconds left in this first period. Zach Bear drops it over to Engbar, who gives it right back. Bear to the near side now. Engbar tries to throw one towards the front. And it trickles out to Bear. Bear up to Hughes. Throws one wrist shot. That one's blocked down by Lipsky, who sprawls down, trying to cover it up, and he does so with 20.9 seconds left on the clock in this first period.
That's a good shift for the Sun Devils right there, as Liam Hughes had a good look there at the top of the point, just trying to send it in. But both goaltenders right now doing a phenomenal job. Jordan Gluck making 12 saves and Lipsky making 15 saves. They're really seeing the puck good right now, and they're stopping play when they need it.
Down to 15 seconds left. Up ahead, Housley trying to hang on to it, slapped away, and it goes all the way back down. Preston Ames racing to grab that puck. Gives it over to Valver with 5 seconds left. Valver up ahead, Ehrlich can't handle the puck, icing waved off, and that's just gonna about do it for this uncharacteristic first period. Uncharacteristic scoreless first period here at Oceanside. Don't usually see that from the Sun Devils too often, but Boston College giving them a run for their money right here.
And it's a total opposite game of what was happening yesterday. You know, we saw Arizona State come out firing with 3 goals just in the first period alone. And I think that's because this Boston College goaltender is really seeing the puck right now very, very well. He's making those crucial saves. He's blocking everything down. And Boston College coming out with a momentous shift here on the offensive and defensive side. You know, it's their last game of the season. You know, they want to go out with a bang. And they just need to, and Arizona State just needs to get something going. They need to have a good momentous change. 1 goal could mean the difference in this game right now.
Well, we'll see what the Sun Devils come out with in the second period. We're going to take a short break. We'll have an intermission report. Justin Gaither's going to bring that to you. But for now, stay with us here on the Cronkite Sports Network.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Walter Cronkite Sports Network. I'm Blaine McCormick alongside Justin Gaither, our hockey aficionado here at Oceanside Ice Arena. Now, Justin, a defensive effort from both teams. No score right now, still tied at 0-0. What have you seen so far from both teams?
Well, I think I've seen a great defensive effort both ways. I've seen Lipsky and Gluck play great goaltending, 15 saves for Lipsky, 12 for Gluck. That's very impressive for one period. That's a lot of shots to be taken. A great forecheck by both teams, but neither one is really generating the kind of attack that's going to result in goals. They're just kind of throwing shots on net, and the goalies are doing their jobs, controlling the rebounds, and not allowing them to generate anything afterwards.
So lots of stoppages of play, and it seems as though that both teams are kind of lagging right now. You know, it's the second game of this weekend series, Boston College's last game of the season, and then Arizona State still has NAU to come about. What are some strategies for Arizona State to kind of build on this game and prepare for next weekend?
Well, I think they need to re-energize a little bit. It's the end of the season, and I know they're pretty confident moving into the tournament, but they can't get lackadaisical. They've got to keep playing hard. They just got to come out with some intensity next period. I think they'll do that. I think they'll put up a goal or two.
Well, you heard it here, folks. First period in the books, and we'll be back for the second period action with Cole Feinblum on the play-by-play call. I'm Blaine McCormick for Justin Gaither, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Taking notes on how to run the camera.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Oceanside Ice Arena for some second period action between the Arizona State Sun Devils and Boston College. The score is 0-0, an uncharacteristic scoreless period here. Blaine, what does ASU need to do to get some goals up on the board here?
Well, I mean, usually the Sun Devils are coming out with constant energy and quick sticks. But I think right now they just need to establish their offense, get the passing game down to a crisp, efficient game. But I think the ultimate thing for them is finding that momentum strike, either a power play or just an open shot at the top of the key. You know, they just need to have one big stand right here. So I think in order to score a goal, they just need to suck the defense out of the crease. And you see these Eagles defense really go into the crease and cut off the goalie from any interpretations.
We switch sides here. 0-0. And to take the draw, Wilson Housley facing off against David Monahan, set to get the second 20 minutes underway. And here we go. Face-off won by Arizona State, taken by Valver and swung around the boards. Trying to get it to McNeely, but he can't connect on that one. It's going to be cleared down the ice. Shot tallies from that first period. Sun Devils got 15. Boston College got 12. Both goalies playing well. Jordan Gluck for the Sun Devils. And on the other side, Matthew Lipsky for Boston College. Puck's going to be taken by Austin Ehrlich on the far side boards and brought up ahead. Ehrlich trying to connect with McNeely up in the air, can't do so. No icing on the play though as McNeely gets down the ice first, but Lipsky dives out to cover this puck.
You know, that's a great interpretation there from Lipsky, just diving on there as Wilson Housley was coming in full steam ahead, trying to get the puck in there and trying to get something going for the Sun Devils offense.
Go to Engbar, wins his faceoff, and Dino Gowans whiffs on a shot attempt. Taken away by Boston College. Up to center ice they go. Getting right back to the Sun Devils. Coda Engbar turns with it. Engbar able to just get that one over to John Randall, who swings that one down low. Taken by Engbar, trying to center that one towards Randall, but it's going to be intercepted. Out to the blue line, held in for a shot by Ames. Blocked down in front and taken right back the other way. Dumped down low from Stephen Bales. Out of his crease to plate is Jordan Gluck around the boards to Gowans, who can't usher that one out of the zone. Second chance from Randall, not good enough. Third effort succeeds from Gowans. Andrew Scheitz takes that puck away in the zone. He's going to bring that one down low. Tries to center one towards Daniel Gowans, but getting a stick on the ice to block that one was Taylor Allen. Out to the blue line, held in by Ames for a quick shot. Deflected down by LeClaire, but a save's made by Lipsky. This time held in by Bear on the opposite side. LeClaire pushes one down low, trying to get it to Eversole. It's going to be taken away, but once again held in by Bear. Bear forces the blue line 3 times, holds it in. This time Eversole can't get it over, but LeClaire is going to recover. Over to Schweitz for a quick wrist shot, save made by Lipsky as it just trickles over the net. Sustained pressure from ASU. Eversole tries to get around a few defenders and gets it over to Schweitz for a shot. Tough ankle, that one goes off the side of the net, and Boston College is going to be able to clear it. Icing's going to be the call here, and they can't get off, so some tired bodies here for the Eagles.
That's a good stance there from the Sun Devils right there, and that's the kind of momentum that they needed to bring in this second period. I'm sure Coach LeClaire was getting on them during the intermission, really telling them, hey, go out there, get some energy, go up in the crease, take as many shots as you can, and just play happy.
McNeely battling to hold this puck in the zone. Boston College still can't get off the ice here. 17.5 left in the second period, but finally they're going to be able to clear that zone up to the red line. But it's going to be taken away by McNeely. Only one man off the ice for Boston College. Drop to McNeely. Over to Ehrlich for a quick wrist shot. Save made. Rebound was loose. Lipsky able to keep that one out of the net. Still, Boston College can't get a full change. They just got one other guy. 3 men, the 2 defenders still on the ice for Boston College on this long shift. Over to McNeely towards the front. Another big save by Lipsky, and this time he's going to squeeze the pads and cover it up. And Lipsky is just keeping the Eagles in this one early in the second period.
You got to watch out for that dynamic duo of Ryan McNeely and Austin Ehrlich. They connect really well with each other. And usually when those two are on the ice, you're guaranteed a goal at some point during the game. Ryan Lipsky, I'm impressed by what he's doing. He's having the butterfly real well, really closing off the puck and stopping play when it needs to be stopped. And great ice vision from him.
So a quick flurry of shots on that shift from the Sun Devils, but nothing to show for it, and it still remains scoreless here. Now Boston College trying to stage an attack of their own as they take this one into the zone and dump it deep. Liam Pughes in there for the Sun Devils. Off the boards over to Leone and cleared out to the red line. Sent right back in though, this time dumped down by Graham Soman. Pughes once again with the puck. Pughes off the boards over to Blumenfeld, but he can't clear it. Blumenfeld will get another chance. This time the puck gets tied up in his skates and down low it goes. Poked away over to the boards. Blumenfeld still can't clear the puck. Held in once again. This time a quick slap shot blocked down in front. Goes over to Valver. And Valver will make no mistake with clearing this one. Right on the tape of Blumenfeld, who tried to center one over to Leone, but it's just tipped away at the last second and given right back. Brought up ahead. Boston College across the red line. They're going to dump this one into the zone. Pughes takes that one away and gives it up to Gowans. Gowans has it poked away. Now racing for the puck is Valver, who throws a check at the blue line, but able to dump that one and down. In time was Brandon Flynn. Battle for the puck. Squirts loose. Eagles control. Can't get a centering pass. Valver cut that lane off and is poked away up to the point. Held in though for a quick shot. Deflected down a few times from the point there. Searing Cleary. Save made by Gluck 5 minutes into the second period.
Boy, and Gluck really put his contacts in today as he just saw that puck right into his body. It came off the stick of number 19 for Boston College, but great interpretation there, just seeing it right into his chest, covering it.
Bear around the net to Ames. Ames banks one high off the boards, but it's going to be gloved down and held in, where Gluck's going to have to usher that one out to the corner. Taken by Monahan. Monahan tries to go one to the front, and it's going to be sent a quick wrist shot in. That was from Logan Lotto. But finally, the Sun Devils are going to be able to take over and clear the zone. Boston College will have to regain control. Icing's going to be the call here. Faceoff's going to come all the way back down.
And you know, this is a complete turnaround from the first period. The Sun Devils are really showing their stuff right now, and this is the type of team that we're used to seeing here at Oceanside Ice Arena. The one that goes out there, goes hard on every play, and is just electric on the ice.
Ames tries to throw a shot. Rebound goes over to Eversole. Then a third opportunity from that one with Schweitz. But Lipsky able to stand strong in the crease. Bear once again keeps that one at the blue line. ASU getting caught in a change here. It's going to be taken away by Cleary and banked off the boards all the way down the ice. Race for the puck. And icing is waved off. Quickly with some speed, pressing Ames across the red line. Going coast to coast. Ames with a wrist shot. That went into the body of Lipsky. And it goes up to the blue line. Schweitz had to get off the ice there, or would have taken a too many men penalty. There, flips one down low once again. Out of his crease to play, it comes Lipsky around the boards, but held in by Ehrlich. Ehrlich gets tripped up from behind, delayed penalty on the play. Boston College touches up, and a penalty is going to be called. Ehrlich draws another one. He's 2 for 2 on that. So ASU with their second power play opportunity of the game.
That's a good move there by Ehrlich as he was taking the puck in right by the circle and able to go down to the ice. And, you know, he's one of those dangerous Sun Devils out there, the third points leader on this team. He's also one of the big leaders for determination out there, you could say.
Right off the bat, Boston College is able to clear that puck all the way down the ice. So 5-on-4 advantage for the Sun Devils here, their second of the game. Wilson Housley drops it down. Up to McNeely they go at the blue line. McNeely glides across and throws a wrist shot, looking to get a deflection off Pughes, and it hits his body and goes wide. Back to McNeely at the blue line, just tiptoeing it. Down low to Ehrlich. Back to McNeely and quickly along to Bear. Bear can't find anything in front, so he's just going to drop it down to McNeely. Saucered over to Ehrlich, controls it with the glove and throws one towards the front, easily saved by Lipsky down to Pughes. Pughes can't find anything, he's going to get it up to the point for McNeely. Towards the front, deflected off the stick of Pughes. Sprawling across his Lipsky, and they keep the puck out of the net. And the whistle's going to be blown here as they're trying to fix net on its moorings. So with a minute left on this power play, Sun Devils still searching for their first goal.
You know, that's a good offensive stance by the Sun Devils on that power play, taking those good shots and finding those accurate passes. I think what they need to do is just get some more accuracy on that. Ryan McNeely had a good opportunity for a one-time slap shot right at the top of the point as it was wide open, but the pass was just to the left of him, so he couldn't get it. Had to recover it with a skate.
.07 left in the second period, 0-0 still the score. Faceoff goes down low where John Randall's the first man in. Goes all the way back up to McNeely, who throws one towards the front. Still looking for that deflection, he can't get it. But a great hold by McNeely out of midair, keeps that puck in the zone. Now that's Engbar tied up on the boards, so he squares loose up to Bear, who throws one towards the front, sent wide to McNeely. Taken away by Boston College, and this time they're going to be able to clear the zone with 30 seconds left on the power play. Up ahead, Randall. Randall around the boards. Drops one over to Schweitz, who tries to get it right back to Randall, but gets pinned up on the boards here. 15 seconds left on the 5-on-4 advantage for the Sun Devils. Engbar trying to dig it loose, and he does so. But Boston College, first man in, not cleared, held in by Ames, who chips it back down low to Schweitz. Schweitz over to Hughes with some space, skates in for a wrist shot, gets crossbar, rebound goes to Schweitz, and he'll make no mistake. Andrew Schweitz with the goal for the Sun Devils. Not a power play goal as the penalty time just expired, but nonetheless, Sun Devils finally take the lead.
And that's exactly what Arizona State needed, and Hughes with a beautiful shot. I have to give a lot of credit to him, but just off the crossbar, but Andrew Schweitz just sending it home, top shelf. I like what I'm seeing right now from the Sun Devils. And you know, Boston College, they're doing good in this game. I think they got a really good stance in this as well. It's gonna be a good game, and I think it's gonna come right down to the final buzzer in the third period.
Now Boston College coming back the other way. They're take a shot and it's deflected out of play, so the faceoff's going to stay right in front of Jordan Gluck. 8 minutes left in this second period. 8 minutes gone in this second period. 1-0. Finally, the Sun Devils get the first goal up on the scoreboard. Faceoff won by the Sun Devils, back to Valver, but he can't clear the zone. Poked away towards the front, but Valver is back to regain composure and take this one up ice. Across the blue line, throws one towards the front. Lipsky can't control that one cleanly, but it's going to be slapped out to the corner. Up ahead, BC comes, but Ryan McNeely is going to be first in for the Sun Devils behind his own net, taken over to Liam Hughes. Hughes over to Valver, who takes that return pass, looking to stretch that one up to McNeely, all alone on the breakout. McNeely to his backhand, 5-hole, 100% success rate on the breakaway. Ryan McNeely will never miss.
Well, they don't call him McDangles for nothing. He's got a perfect stick on that one, just sending it home. Left to right, poked it in. Arizona State with a 2-0 lead now, and that's exactly what they needed. And Ryan McNeely, just an impressive season from him, just going forward. He's got to be loving it right now.
McNeely opened Lipsky up like a can of worms, slipped that one 5-hole. And the floodgates may be opening right now for the Sun Devils. That's 2 goals in a matter of only about 40 seconds. And they're going to get a timeout here, as I believe sensing that change of momentum here is Boston College taking their timeout. I mean, I think it's a pretty alert timeout there. Coach Sheehy was sensing this, as Boston College only has 3 shots this period. ASU has 14.
Well, and when Arizona State gets on the tear, they go on that tear for the rest of the game. You know, and it's just that one momentous shot from him, and I think that power play goal, or that post-power play goal by Andrew Schweitz was really the key for him. Able to get that off, and now Arizona State just connecting really well, and a good stretch pass there up to Ryan McNeely as he had a perfect breakaway, not going past the blue line at all.
So with 11:19 left in the second period, the score is 2-0. Sun Devils leading Boston College. We had 28 minutes of scoreless hockey, and in a matter of 40 seconds, 2 goals went on the board. So now we're back at center ice here. Boston College looking for an answer right now to this unrelenting pressure from the Sun Devils. And this faceoff's going to be taken, not cleanly by the Sun Devils, but finally they're able to control it. John Randall pokes that one up. Engbar trying to lift a stick of his defenseman. John Randall takes a bump at the blue line. And finally that puck's going to be freed up. Down the ice, Kenzie. Kenzie gets hounded by 2 Boston College players, still battling for that puck. One man goes down to the ice, but the Eagles still control it up to the blue line. They go for a quick shot, easily gloved down there by Gluck from a point. That one was sent in by Soman, and a stoppage play here.
Jordan Gluck really has a good glove on him right now, and he's one of those goalies that can really catch the puck whenever he needs to do it.
Puck controlled by the Sun Devils, and they're going to take this one up ice to LeClaire in the neutral zone. Drop down for Ames, who swerves across the blue line and gives it over to Eversol. Eversol, his pass down low is deflected by Monahan, but it's going to be held in by Eversol and taken right back down low. Now Boston College with their chance to bring this one up ice. They'll switch sides, but there first is Zach Bear, who quickly gives it along. Schweitz already with 1 goal in this game, looking to make it 2, and that one is just deflected wide. Halfway through the second period now. 2-0 is the score. Sun Devils leading. Helping is Zach Bear. Bear on his backhand gives it over to Blumenfeld, who can't control that one, takes it off his skates down low. And now it's starting pass to Bear, who tries to one-time that over, looking for Leone, but he couldn't do so. And it's going to be cleared. Back to grab it is Blumenfeld. Preston Ames with the puck tied up in his skates just gets it out to center ice, where it was almost taken back for an offsides call, but just barely saved, and Monica's going to dump that one down low, looking to retrieve his own. Near side boards up to the blue line, held in. Back to Monica it goes. Ushered back down low, Cole Bowden with the puck. Bowden has it poked away, and it's going to be swung out to the opposite side for Aiden Ward. Ward gets around one defender, can't get around the second one. Turnover in the neutral zone, and a save made by Gluck on a quick wrist shot. Out to the far side now. Now another chance in the slot. Another save by Gluck on the wrist shot. Diving to cover it up. He can't do so. And it's going to be put away, and Boston College gets one back on the board here. BC now only trailing 2-1, so maybe a good timeout call there from Coach Sheehy.
You know, and I think what Coach Sheehy was probably saying to his Eagles right now is just, hey, we're in this, you know. It's only in the second period. There's still, 9-10 minutes left. It's okay. And a 2-goal lead is nothing in games like these. You know, with this high intensity and high momentum, anything can happen.
So it's an Austin College goal. Cole Bowden got credit for that one. Basically, that play was made by Bowers. He had 2 shots there in the slot. Second one, rebound came loose from Gluck, and Bowden basically had an empty net to put that one away. So 2-1 is the score. Sun Devils leading Boston College here. 8:43 left in the second period. After about an 8-minute stretch of dominance for the Sun Devils, Boston College came out of that timeout firing. Now ASU looking to answer. Wilson Housley in the slot. Quick wrist shot. Blocked down by Lipsky. Rebound goes loose. And the whistle's going to be blown as he had it pinned up against the post in his pad. And another chance for the Sun Devils goes unanswered.
And, it's just been chance after chance for the Sun Devils so far. But I got to give a lot of credit to Lipsky, the goalie for the Eagles right now. He's really spreading his legs really good and getting in those butterfly position in order to make those quick saves, blocking everything right now.
He's faced a fair amount of shots, 33 already, just about 8.5 left in the second period. So he's had his work cut out for him today. Hughes battling off, but an offside is going to be called here as Ryan McNeely was caught leaning on the far side. Brought up ahead to the far side. Dumped down low, giving chase there, and taken is by Liam Hughes. Hughes gets shoved down from behind, but he's able to get rid of that puck. Over to Housley, who clears that one out of the zone just barely. Now Hughes is going to take this one back, just looking to control it. Hughes around the boards to Valver. Valver back to Hughes. Swung over to the opposite side. McNeely, one more to Housley. Housley stops on a dime, gives it over to Ehrlich on his backhand. Ehrlich tries to get it back to Housley, but a diving effort from Monahan. He's able to poke that one away just in the nick of time. Now brought up ahead the opposite way. Boston College across the red line, now across the blue line. Drop down from Monica for a quick shot. That one's blocked in front. Out to the corner it goes. Gowans brings that one down out of midair, controls it, and swings it over to Randall. Randall has Engbar streaking, but he can't get it to him. It's blocked down by Cleary on its way in and sent back to center ice. Now Cleary with the puck. Just under 7 minutes to go in this second period. 2-1 is the score. Conlon Noonan takes that one and gives it over to Kenzie, who gives one more to Randall, who tips that one down low to negate the icing. Lipsky comes out of the crease to play it. Banked off the boards, dangerous territory, but Engbar can't hang on to that one. It squirts loose to Kenzie at center ice. Taken right back by the Eagles and brought up ahead across the red line. Monica dekes around one defender. He's going to drop that one off. Out to the corner it goes, out of reach for Peter Hamelin. Hamelin gets knotted up, but he's able to poke that one up. Controlling now with Ian Adler, who gives it down low. Adler tries to usher that one a little bit further along, but Boston College is making a change. ASU is going to be able to escape this pressure. Engbar off the boards up to Gowans. Gowans whiffs on his dump attempt. And Boston College is going to be able to regain the pressure here. Neutral zone, loose puck. Battling for it is Eversol, and it's going to be poked away. Conlon Noonan controls that one. LeClaire tries to get one further along, and that puck's going to be sent into the broadcast booth where we'll take over here as our partner Blaine McCormick almost got killed.
Luckily, my reactionary saves are pristine right now, so if you can dodge a puck, you can dodge anything.
I'm a little disappointed that you didn't reach for it, to be honest.
I was scared. I've never been hit by a hockey puck
breaking
before.
a bone, you'll be fine.
What? If I had a glove like Gluck, I would be saving everything, but...
It's only 7 degrees in here. It won't hurt that. It won't hurt that bad.
Oh, it won't hurt that bad. It'll just turn purple and my arm will fall off.
If it's swollen, it's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
a little souvenir for us.
Play goes on, and we have a souvenir now. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Andrew Scheitz for the Sun Devils going to take that one and flip it down low with 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Down low, Preston Ames. Ames looking to turn this one back up ice, and he's going to bank it off the boards and get it up to the red line, but that's as far as it's going to go, so it could be turned the other way. And now another puck sent into the stands on the opposite side of us, so fair amount of souvenirs into the crowd today.
Yeah, souvenir for you, Pops. Here you go. Here's the puck from the game, eh?
Never heard that accent out of you.
It's a reactionary one.
That's fine.
I think that puck might have hit more than just the wall. I don't know.
Could be.
Giving a little Joe Constantine accent
that
right
was
there.
Joe Constantine-esque. We're going to get a penalty on the play here. Sneddon for ASU is going to get hit with a cross check. So Boston College on the power play, just trailing by 1 with 4:40 left in this this second period. 5-on-4 advantage, looking to tie this one up. So Sneddon in the box for cross-checking as that puck goes behind the net. 2 minutes. Boston College has the puck at the blue line. Sent out to a tough angle, slap shot. Rebound goes loose to Gluck as it was deflected on its way in. Wraparound attempt, unsuccessful there for Monahan. Now that pass is intercepted, taken up ice by Randall. Randall has Gallants coming along with him. Can't find him. Now another trailer. Valver heads in for a quick wrist shot. That one just sent wide. Almost a short-handed goal for the Sun Devils as Randall still battling on this one. Just looking to kill some time. Does a good job. Now poked away Leclerc, almost forcing a dangerous turnover. Diving to cover it up is Lipsky. So a good short-handed rush here in the first 45 seconds of the power play for Boston College.
Yeah, and Jordan Leclerc on that one really poked it away and just trying to get something going for this ASU offense. And, on this power kill defense, you're used to teams just killing it, sending it home. Now, ASU wants to go on offense, get that shorthanded goal, and take this game by storm.
Still a minute left on penalty time for the Sun Devils, so the 5-on-4 advantage goes on for Boston College. Brought up ahead by Bales and sent down. Controlling it now is Cole Bowden. Bowden, the lone goal for Boston College, drops that one up to the point for Bales. Burke tries a slap shot. Rebound goes loose off the stick of Gluck, but it's going to be taken away by the Sun Devils and cleared once again. Down to 40 seconds left on this power play now. Bales hanging on to it. Gets the return pass right back now. Takes it into the neutral zone. Taking his own time here, but now they'll finally dump it down into the zone. Zach Bear's going to be first in, who's just going to slap it along, going the same way. Bounces over the stick of Michael Gillifin. And that's going to do it for another 20 seconds of penalty killing, down to 20 left. Under 3 to go in the second period now. 2-1 is the score. Sun Devils leading. Neutral zone, puck tipped ahead and is taken away. Boston College into the zone they go. Dump down low for Allen. Penalty time now expired here. 5-on-5 skating. As quickly out of the box comes Sneddon, racing to get back into the play. And he's able to recover and take over the puck. And he'll clear the zone up to Bear. Owsley delays to get on sides. He does so. Bear swerves and tries a wrist shot. This time Liskey covers up and gets sprayed a little bit by Sneddon, who Sneddon's causing a little danger here in his action here with the ASU team. Gets a little extra shoving because he sprayed Lipsky just a little bit on the way in. Nothing more doing there.
Yeah, he just kind of skated into the crease right there, just giving a little shoulder check to Lipsky. But, I got to give credit to these Boston College guys. They stand up for their boys, that's for sure.
Now off the faceoff, Austin Ehrlich with a quick try. Rebound goes loose, and a Bobby Orr-esque finish from Ryan McNeely as he dives through the crease, puts it away, and 3-1 is the score.
Ryan McNeely, he might get some fashion points for that one, as he was just diving on the score and able to get that, send it home. And this ASU offense is just electric right now. They're really going at it. This is what we're used to seeing from them. Quick shots, quick scores, and just taking total control of the game and just dominating right now.
We're sorry if you missed that one. Our camera has been malfunctioning all day. So if it went black on your screen, we apologize for that. McNeely now with another try in the breakout. One-on-one opportunity, can't get it past. Now down to 2 minutes left. 3-1 is the score, up to Kenzie. Kenzie delays on the wrist shot, gets around one defender, and tries to go opposite side, but just misses that one. Ehrlich battling for the puck now in the corner, is able to get rid of his defender. Ehrlich still hanging on to it, up to Kenzie. Kenzie back down low to Housley. Tries to center one, looking to get it to McNeely, but it's deflected off a Boston College defender. Covered up by Lipke with 1.5 minutes left in the period.
Well, this second period has just been constant energy from the get-go. Just quick shots from Arizona State, quick goals, and a very commanding lead right now at 3-1. That lead could be vulnerable. We've seen Boston College send one home right after the first goal of the game. They're not willing to give up yet. Still plenty of time left in this game.
Puck's held in by Valverde. He takes on one down low. John Randall there. Randall over to Engbar. A little shake and bake to get rid of his defender. And then throws one towards the net. High rebound goes right back to him, and another try. This time Lipsky covers it up.
And you kind of see John Randall getting into it with the Boston College defenseman. It's going to be Schvetz again, but, kind of these offsetting after the whistle, talking. Getting a little chippy out there. We're used to seeing that.
Race for the puck, held in by Liam Hughes, and he sends that one down low to Engbar. Engbar gets pinned up along the boards. In to help are the 225s. Monica and Randall. Randall wins out. It's going to be sent around the boards. And given right back. Battling down low is Engbar and Gowans as it squirts loose. Goes over to Randall, who throws one across the crease. No one in sight. Taken away by Boston College. And they're able to clear the zone. Up to the red line they go. Given to Randall. And back to Valver. Under a minute left to go here. 45 seconds left in this second period. 3-1 is the score. Brought around and held by the Eagles. Swung to the opposite side. Racing forward to get there first is Eversole. And Eversole's going to push that one further deeper. LeClaire involved now. Up to the point it goes for Bear, who's going to send that one right back into pressure. And this time LeClaire can't hang on to it. No icing on the play. Gluck comes out to hang on to this one with 20 seconds left in the period. Now back to the other side. Round and round the puck goes. And it goes back to the opposite side once again. This time Valver's going to take it, dump it right back in. And this is going to about do it for this period. And so after a scoreless first period, we have a total of 4 goals in the second period. 3 for the Sun Devils, 1 for Boston College. Blaine, what changed in this period?
Well, I think the momentum definitely changed, and I think Coach LeClaire definitely got on the guys in the locker room. Hey, we got to get something going. We got to get momentum. We got to try to do something different. And I think ASU definitely did something different there. Just constant energy, crisp passing, really establishing their offense and showing the determination. So, I mean, 4 goals, many hits, a souvenir up in the press booth. It's been a good second period, and it's going to be a good third period yet to come.
A lot of action in that second period. As we mentioned, 3-1 is the score. Sun Devils leading. Still got more for you in the third period, but right before that, we'll have an intermission report, so stay tuned for that here on the Cronkite Sports Network.
Welcome into the Walter Cronkite Sports Network. My name is Blaine McCormick alongside Justin Gaither, and we're here to break down the second period for you guys in this intermission report. Now, Justin, impressive games we've seen from both Liam Hughes, Jordan Gluck, and Ryan McNeely. How are you feeling about these guys right now?
I think they're all playing really well. They came out much better that period. I thought that the first goal really got things going. The Drew Schweitz power play goal that really broke the ice, allowed them to sort of get back in and play their hockey. That allowed them to get the 3 goals.
Now, an impressive game from Ryan McNeely right now. 2 goals just in the second period alone on a breakaway and also a diving effort in the crease. You know, talk about McNeely. What do you think of him this season? He's had a great season right now, and he's just adding to his points total.
Can't say enough about McNeely. He's the heart and soul of the offense. You can see other teams cringe in fear whenever he gets the puck. It's very impressive how skillful he is, both with his stick and with his skates, because he's just so quick and he's so crafty.
McNeely, McDangles, McDeeks, he's your man for tonight. Now, Justin, what do they need to do in the third period, Arizona State, in order to really close in on this and take the win?
Well, they can't get too conservative. They have to keep playing like it's a tie game. The goal is to win every single period. They won that last one. Now all they got to do is win this one, and they win the game.
All right, folks. Well, we'll be right back with you for third period hockey action. For Justin Gaither, I'm Blaine McCormick, and you're watching the Walter Cronkite Sports Network.
We are back here at Oceanside Ice Arena for some third period action between Arizona State and Boston College. Cole Feinblum and Blaine McCormick here to bring this final period to you. Second game of a two-game series. ASU won last night, looking to make it 2 in a row here. Scores 3-1 heading into this final 20. Boston College got it down to 2-1. ASU tacked on a late goal, got that lead up to 2. That's where we stand heading into this third. Stefan Valverde leaves it to Ehrlich, across the blue line, takes the return pass. Tries to throw one towards the front, it's blocked down, and just cleared out of the zone, fresh ice. Puck glides out to the red line. ASU, 42 shots on goal through 2 periods of play. A pretty exponential number. I mean, that just shows the workload that Lipsky's had to deal with so far. On the other end, 22 shots for Boston College. Gluck saved all but 1. Out to the red line, Eagles have it, and they're going to send this one back into the ASU zone. Liam Pugh's in there first. Delayed offside, so Pugh's going to take his time and bring this one up ice. Into the zone, Pugh sends it. John Randall giving chase for the Sun Devils, but it's going to be slapped away from him out to the red line, where Zach Bear grabs it. Zach Bear taped the tape to Gowans, who just trickles one ahead for Randall. Randall tries to drop one down, but he doesn't find his man. It's going to be intercepted and swung around by Kevin Flynn. Behind the net, taking away Sun Devils. Engbar floats one towards the front, blocked down before it reaches it and goes behind. Trickles out to Barrett. Return pass to Engbar, deflected by Randall over the net. Some early pressure here from the Sun Devils, but taken back, going the other way. But the pressure stopped there from John Randall. Out to the opposite side, Flynn once again. Just going to dump this one down, looking for a change. Playing off the boards, there's Gluck. Ames stretch pass, trying to get it over all the way to Eversole, but it doesn't reach him as it's intercepted on its way in and brought up ahead. Now a shot from the far side faceoff circle, blocked away by Gluck, and that one's chipped up ahead. Eversole pokes that one, racing for it, trying to get there, and he does so, and he throws one towards the net quickly. It was low, but it's deflected off the stick, and out of play it goes 3 minutes into this period.
Well, immediately we see the constant energy from both teams right now going into the third period, going up and down the ice right now, just trying for those quick stretch passes and quick offensive possessions.
Face-off won by the Sun Devils. It goes over to LeClaire and then Noonan. And Noonan's just able to hold the zone. Around the boards he goes up to the blue line. Kenzie, this time he does his job of tiptoeing the blue line. And it goes back down low. Taken over by Schweitz. With a goal in this game already. Schweitz with 1 and McNeely with 2 for the Sun Devils. Out to Kenzie. In the neutral zone, gets pinned up along the boards. Kenzie trying to dig this one out. Goes over to Eversole, who just ushers that one along further out of danger into the neutral zone. Kenzie's pass is intercepted on its way in, and it goes over to the far side. Bobby Halley. Halley tries to get up to the point, but it's tipped, and it goes out to the center ice, where Cleary's going to slap it right back in. Up to the point it goes. Quick wrist shot looking for a deflection on its way in. Didn't get it, sent wide. Boston College still controlling here. Some tough pressure at the blue line. Boston College able to escape, and it goes down low. Gluck tries to poke at it, and he stabs that one away. It goes over to Blumenfeld, and he's going to be able to chip this one all the way down the ice. Sneddon racing to negate the icing. And they're going to wave this icing off here as it was an errant whistle. The goalie came out to play it. The ref still called the icing, but the ref in back negated that one, so the faceoff's going to come out to center ice.
You know, and that's a tough call to do. And I mean, if I was Lipsky, I wouldn't have come out of the net on that if I was him, just because you already have a defenseman skating for it, and you get the icing call, and you're already going for the faceoff in your own attacking zone. But instead, it gets to center ice, and ASU wins it.
That's the deal with the hybrid icing here, as Monahan takes over for Boston College on the turnover. Drops it down on the backhand, but a save is made by Gluck on that effort from Fitzgibbons, and brought up ahead the other way by Sneddon. Austin Sneddon across the blue line, throws one low, and is sticked aside by Lipsky, who stands with the puck and gets it up to the blue line, but held in by Hughes. Same with the hybrid icing. If the refs make a mistake, the faceoff always comes out to center ice no matter what the call was. This time the refs agreed there was a mistake made, so they brought the faceoff out to center ice. Still controlling Sun Devils. Housley over to Hughes. Hughes back to Ehrlich. Gets a wrist shot through, but Lipsky covers that one up. No rebound on that one. 5 minutes into this third period. 3-1 still the score. Sun Devils leading.
And Lipsky, a good vision on that as he was able to skate right to it, get it in his chest, cover it up. Great vision from him this game, and he's been just rattled with shots. 46 shots on goal for the Sun Devils.
Ehrlich with the puck, looking at another one. Tries a wraparound attempt, closed off by Lipsky. Now over to Housley. Skates in and tries a wrist shot. That one's sent over. Controlled now by McNeely up to the point for Valver for a quick slap shot. That one's sent wide. Takes a weird bounce off the boards, and it goes out of play. Faceoff's going to stay in the zone.
Well, you know, Arizona State doing exactly what they did in the second period, just offensive efficiency right now, and just going back and forth between each other, taking the open shots and trying to get something going here in the third period. They already have that 3-1 lead, but they're going to try for maximum points.
McNeely with another try. This one is blocked aside by Lipsky once again. Great sustained pressure. Another try from McNeely, and a great save by Lipsky, falling backwards. Rebounds loose and squirts. McNeely with another attempt. And that's the Hattie for McNeely. Ryan McNeely makes it 3 on the day. That's 4 total for the Sun Devils. And the pressure just keeps on rolling.
And Ryan McNeely, great game from him right now as we see an Arizona Diamondbacks hat on the ice right now from the bench. That's the Hattie for McNeely. And a great game from him as he's just had a monster of a season. 64 points right now, and he's getting the salute from his boys. Great game from him.
McNeely just keeps tallying up the points, showing why he's one of the best players in the ACHA. Big goal there from the Sun Devils to increase their lead up to 3 now with 14:59 exactly left to play in this third period. The lead is now 4-1 in favor of the Sun Devils. So after a sluggish first period on the part of the Sun Devils, they now have 49 shots on goal and 4 goals up on the board. Definitely a wake-up call. Maybe just the early morning face-off got to them a little bit. Nonetheless, they've woken up, I should say. It's too early for grammar. Now we're going to get a penalty on the play here. Hitting from behind looks like the guilty party is Anthony Modica. So ASU, fresh off the heels of another goal, is going to be heading out on the power play. There's 14:22 left in this third period, a 5-on-4 advantage, looking to get their 5th goal of the game.
And Modica called for cross-checking on that one as he just kind of railed him into the boards on that one. And you know, Modica, we saw a lot of chippiness from him yesterday as he took out Austin Ehrlich at center ice with a really big open ice check. We thought that Austin Ehrlich was out.
And fresh off of that one, only 7 seconds into the power play, Wilson Housley one-times it, rips it into the left side of the net. Talk about power play efficiency. Another goal for the Sun Devils. 5-1 is the score.
And you're exactly right. The power play efficiency from ASU has been electric this season. Wilson Housley, another big name for the Sun Devils right now as he's second on the team in terms of points leadership. And that's going to be his 22nd goal of the season. Great to see him be a breakout star for the Sun Devils this year.
Only 7 seconds into the power play, the Sun Devils were able to tack on another one, so the score is now 5-1. Sun Devils seemingly rolling along right now. Behind the net, Boston College looking to try and get one back here as it's thrown to the front for Monahan. That one's deflected and it goes around the boards all the way up front. Down low to Monahan. Tries a centering pass to the face-off circle. Save made by Gluck. Rebound goes loose. And another try goes wide. So on the 50th shot of the game for the Sun Devils, they get their 5th goal. So, the way this is going, another 10, they'll get another goal. Just work with the 1 in every 10. Statistics don't lie. Across the blue line, come Boston College for a wrist shot. That one's blocked by Hughes out to the corner before it even reaches Gluck. Around the boards, Bobby Halley. Halley drops one down low and it goes up to the point, controlled there by Soman. Soman throws a shot. That one's off the glove of Gluck. Everyone thinks it went out of play, and finally the refs blow the whistle, and the faceoff's going to stay inside the zone here. 12:58 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough call to make, especially in this arena with the netting being so low. And the puck just hit off the glass right at the top and just kind of grazed the net, so they're going to get a stoppage play here.
Stefan Valver was going to take this one and chip it up ahead to the red line, where it's going to be sent right back down low. Hughes forced to retreat. Hughes trying to get it on the stick of Schweitz. It escapes him, taken away by Boston College. Once again, swung back down low. Once again, Hughes back to retrieve. This time, Hughes finds the tape of a player. It's Valver, and he's going to carry this one across the red line, looking to saucer it to Leclerc. Well brought down, dropped up to Eversol for a shot. That one's deflected. It goes over the corner. Pinching down low is Valver. Around the boards, Eversol trying to get there first. It's going to be taken away by Boston College and brought up ahead. Bobby Halley. Halley tries to throw one towards the front. No one there, and escapes every stick. Now brought ahead Schweitz. Schweitz can't find Leclerc as he had to take that one backward as he tips that one down low. Leclerc's just going to decide to take this one out of the zone, drop it all the way back for Bear. Bear wheels around, but has it taken away. Able to recover though, banks off the boards to Blumenfeld. Blumenfeld shields it off, gets it over to Leone, and brought up ahead to Sneddon. Sneddon drops one down to the trailer Blumenfeld. Blumenfeld trying to power one through, but once again diving out to cover it up is Lipsky for another stop.
You know, Blumenfeld, one of the good stories for this Sun Devil squadron, and we haven't seen too much ice time from him right now in this season, but he's doing a fantastic job this game.
Face-off right in front of Lipsky is not going to be won by Leon. It's going to be won by Modica. And it's going to be taken by Boston College. Up ice they come across the red line. Drop down to Modica now. Right return pass, near side face-off circle. Takes that one around the net, can't get a shot off. Big hit. There's going to be a delayed penalty as slow to get up on the opposite side as Modica. Play goes on, clearly throws one towards the front. Going to be touched up by Blumenfeld. And we're going to get a penalty on the play here. As the penalty box is open for the Sun Devils, Modica got hit hard from behind. And it looks like Preston Ames is going to be sent to the box for the Sun Devils.
And Modica was definitely hit hard across the boards. A little slow to get up, but he's walking on his own power right now. He'll be on the bench. Get a good recovery. He'll be in.
So 5-on-4 advantage here for Boston College with 11 minutes left to go in this period. Trying to get this lead back down to 3 as they're trailing now 5-1. So Ames in the box for boarding currently. And brought up ahead by BC. Fitzgibbons tries to enter the zone but gets bumped down there by Leclerc, taken away by Valver. And slapped on the ice dangerously. Almost took off the head of the ref there. So 10.5 left in this one. 1:20 left on the power play. Brought up ahead and tipped down low by Monahan. Valver racing in to grab it. Takes a big check from behind, but he's able to stand up strong on that one. Valver still battling for the puck. Can't win it. Now turning towards the center. Strong back check there from Schweitz, denying the shot. Now a chance, whirling around to throw one towards the net was Lofto, and it's going wide into the corner. Lofto still battling, up to the point it goes. Schweitz trying to tip it out, gets it up to Gowans. Now a breakaway opportunity. Schweitz, it just goes out of reach as he's not going to be able to get anything. But Gowans is there on the shorthanded tap. Gowans, one-timer, save made by Lipsky. The rebound goes loose, but they can't put it away. A great shorthanded opportunity goes unanswered for the Sun Devils. Down to 30 seconds left on this power play for Boston College now. Struggling to get anything going here as this one's poked away by Kenzie. And now Randall's going to get his shot at a shorthanded effort. Randall skates in, now he's going to stop on a dime, look for some help, and he centers one beautifully to Leclerc. Leclerc can't get around the diving effort of Lipsky. And Lipsky's going to cover this one up. Back to the post. Generating the chances. Short-handed Sun Devils almost got another one.
And their offensive efficiency has been on point today. And Jordan LeClaire almost had that one sent in, but the diving effort by Lipsky was able to poke it away. You know, he's been having a great game today. He's been just rattled with 53 shots on goal, allowing 5. But you got to really give credit to this guy. He's been holding this Boston College as his defense hasn't been supporting him at all lately.
Lipsky, for all the shots he's had to deal with today, has been standing on his head here. 53, and he's only given up 5. Stats-wise, still a very impressive day. Penalty time expired here. Preston Ames out of the box. 5-on-5 skating with 9 minutes left to go in this one. The majority of the chances on that power play went to the Sun Devils. Short-handed down a man, they still were able to generate a few breakout opportunities. Now back at full strength. We'll see if BC can get anything going. And now there's going to be another penalty on the play as Dan Kenzie's getting involved over there with Modica. Very frustrated, but Modica's going to take the penalty. So now the Sun Devils are going to be on the power play here.
You know, this is a good opportunity for Arizona State to just really send it home right now as they're already up by 4. If they're able to score on this one, that's just going to be salt in the wound for this Boston College team. And slashing will be the call on Modica. You know, we see on Modica in the penalty box previously in the previous game quite a few times, actually, about 3 times in the game. He's a rough player, but he knows how to hit. He knows how to get chippy out there. That's for sure.
Off the face-off is going to be held in and goes down low to Housley. Right back to McNeely for a quick wrist shot, trying to get his 4th on the day. Almost did. Just able to get a shoulder on that one is Lipsky. Now it's going to be taken away by Monahan for BC, who's just going to gently usher that one all the way down the ice for their first clear on this penalty kill. So 5-on-4 advantage. The roles have reversed here. Sun Devils on the power play now. Up ahead to Ehrlich. Ehrlich on the far side. Tries to center one towards Housley. Housley can't get a handle on that one, and it goes over to McNeely. McNeely dangles around a few defenders. Centers one to Housley, but a great save made by Lipsky, scrawling across the crease. Housley again, but a diving play pokes that one away. Held in by McNeely at the point, but McNeely has it poked away. Good stick there from Fitzgibbons, and it's going to go all the way down the ice with a minute left on the power play. BC can't clear the puck. Held in, pinching on the boards was McNeely as he dumps that one down low. Taken away by the Eagles, still not cleared. Hughes gets his body in the way. Sends one to Engbar, who tries to go one more to McNeely. Can't find it. Taken away, and this time BC makes no mistake of clearing it as they carry this up ice for Bobby Halley. Halley throws one through the legs of Valver, and now in a rebound opportunity, both denied by Gluck. 30 seconds left on the power play. 7:10 left to go in the game. The big body of Hughes is going to carry this one across the blue line out to the red line. Valver is going to usher that one just deep enough for Schweitz to go grab it. Schweitz has Engbar to help him out. Engbar's going to dump that one up to Valver at the point. Valver back to Schweitz. Now a quick shot. That one sent wide. That was Engbar with that one. Valver down low to Ames. Ames one more along to Randall. Randall turns away with that puck as penalty time now expires. Modica out of the box, 5-on-5 skating. Valver with a quick slap shot. That one's blocked, and the long rebound is going to be taken away. Fresh out of the box, Modica, and he's going to push that one up the ice. Modica trying to shove that one home on the end around. Can't get any room. Tries a centering pass. It's going to be put away. Cole Bowden. And just like that, fresh out of the box, Modica grabs the assist. Bowden with the goal, and now it is 5-2. Sun Devils leading by 3.
And that's exactly what the Eagles needed right now, just a quick scoring chance, and able to get right back in this game. You know, they're still down by 3, but there's a lot of time left. 6.5 minutes to go in the third period. And they can really be chipping away right now. But I got to say, Jordan Gluck has been having a game.
Puck's going to be sent all the way down the ice. Boston College trailing by 3 here. 5-2 is the score with 6 minutes left to go in this one. Down the ice it goes to Kenzie. Kenzie pressured by Modica, fresh off the assist. He's able to release that one over to LeClaire, who saucers one trying to get it down the ice to the tape of Gowans, but it's intercepted on its way in and brought up the opposite way. Centering pass. And looking to grab that one was Fitzgibbons, but his shot's deflected wide off of Noonan. Down low to Eversole now. Eversole geometrically over to Leclerc, who tries to dangle around Cleary. Can't do so, but he's going to throw a check and get that one down low. Monahan with the puck. Up ahead to Cleary. And one more trying to get it to Fitzgibbons. Outstretched there. All the way down the ice. Hughes calmly grabs it and gets it over to Valverde. Valverde to Randall, and one more. Blumenfeld across the line he goes. Centers one over to Leone. Leone can't handle that one cleanly. It's going to be sticked away and cleared once again down the ice where Hughes is back to retrieve it. Down to 5 minutes left to go in this game. ASU trying to get that 4-goal differential back. But an icing is going to be called, and the faceoff's going to come all the way back down in front of Jordan Gluck. 5-2, exactly 5 minutes left.
You know, this Sun Devil offense has really turned it up a notch in the second period and also in this third period alone. Ryan McNeely given a lot of credit today. Hat trick, just offensive efficiency, great passing, and a good defensive stance from him too. He's definitely my MVP of the game right now.
Extremely skilled McNeely. We've been able to see that all year with some of the insane goals that he's put on the board. I mean, he's rightfully earned the nickname McDangles, as you've mentioned a few times on this broadcast.
Oh, definitely. And whenever there's a breakaway and he's involved, you got to watch out because he really knows how to protect the puck. He's got great stick skills on the ice, and he just knows how to send it home. Able to trip up a goalie as well and even beat his defenseman. You know, sometimes you just can't teach that to a kid. It's all just natural talent. You know, people or some hockey players will just spend hours in the rink just trying to do certain moves. So we're going to get a penalty here on Arizona State.
Looks like Blumenfeld is heading to the box as there are some extracurricular activities after the whistle is blown on that last dead puck. So it's a power play opportunity for Boston College here as Blumenfeld is in the box. So with 4:48 left to go, a chance for Boston College to get this lead to 2.
You know, this would be a good opportunity for the Eagles right now because if they get this goal, they're only going to be down by 2 with still 5 minutes left to go.
Fresh off of that one, though, Zach Bear is going to be able to clear that one all the way down the ice and gives a little how do you do behind the play. Refs didn't see it. Play goes on. Bear with Fitzgibbon bearing down on him. Throws a check into the corner. Puck goes loose. Alert play by Leclerc. He's able to clear the puck all the way down the ice. Over to Monahan, goes loose. Zach Bear's going to take over, and once again, it's going to be another clear all the way down the ice, right on target. I'm going to be forced to cover this one up here, as Leclerc was the only one in there for the Sun Devils. Boston College stopping to play. 1:13 left on their power play.
You know, this is a dangerous chance for Boston College right now because the offensive efficiency from Arizona State, they don't mind if they're down a man. They're still going to try and go right at the goal, no matter what. They're an aggressive team. They don't play conservative that much. They know when to take the opportunities when they're upon them.
Another face-off won by the Sun Devils shorthanded. He's going to take this one all the way back, but he's going to whiff on his clearing attempt. Luckily in there for support of Schweitz, and he's going to usher that one out of the zone. Sent into the ASU defensive zone. Valverde in first. One more along for Hughes as he gets bumped down, but he's able to clear the puck. There's going to be a stop to play because there's going to be a penalty called. Cole Bowden's going to be heading to the box, so we're going to have 4-on-4 skating for 49 seconds and then potentially a short power play for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, and Bowden just rammed into Liam Hughes, one of the bigger bodies on this Sun Devil team, and you know, yeah, Hughes says he's okay. It looked like a tough hit, but all credit to him. You know, it's always dangerous to see a 6'5" guy go down on the ice. As the old saying goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Always known that slogan, being one of the smaller ones.
Same. I feel you there, brother.
4'10" my freshman year of high school, so wasn't the most intimidating of figures.
Yeah, it's okay. I was 5'6" my freshman year and then hit my growth spurt around the junior year.
3:20 left to go in this one. 33 seconds of 4-on-4 skating before Blumenfeld heads out of the box and the Sun Devils will get a short power play. Open ice here, 5-2 is the score. Sun Devils leading Boston College. Cole Feinblum and Blaine McCormick here for Cronkite Sports. Only got one more broadcast for you next week against NAU. You're not going to want to miss that. 2-game set, senior night. Now looking ahead, Austin Ehrlich gets in McNeely. Another breakaway opportunity. McNeely! I mean, do we need to say it anymore? Ryan McNeely. Breakaway opportunity, guaranteed goal. And that's number 4 on the day. Number 6 total for the Sun Devils. Insult to injury, Ryan McNeely. Quite possibly the most efficient man on breakaway in the history of hockey.
Dekes, dangles, and does what he's best at. Doing it right in the net. Just putting it home. An impressive game from him right now, and just a monster season. I don't know what else to describe him, you know. He's just an offensive tank out there for him.
Is that the reverse golden sombrero there with 4 goals?
I think he's looking for the sock trick, trying to get 6 on the night, maybe.
Oh, that'd be a sight to see right there.
He's back out on the ice. He could do it.
On the ASU on the power play now with 1:05 left on that one. 6-2 is the score in the first power play unit on the ice. 2:30 left to go. Zach Baer taking his time to take this one up. Finds Housley. Housley across the blue line. Looking to get this one to center. Sauced it over to Ehrlich. Ehrlich tried to get that one along for McNeely, but it was intercepted on its way in and sent all the way back down the ice. Now Hughes is going to turn this one up. Gets around his first man, Fitzgibbons, and gets that over to Ehrlich. Ehrlich has Housley with him. Takes this one himself. Shots blocked down in front. Slapped off the boards, not cleared. Held in by McNeely. Quickly along over to Baer. Baer into the slot for Housley. Tries to get that one down low to Ehrlich, and he does so. Ehrlich switches sides, back down low to Housley. Housley towards the front, tries to send that one home. Can't do so, denied. Now Hughes around the boards to McNeely on the near side with only 8 seconds left on the power play. Up top to Baer. Baer's going to try a wrist shot through some traffic. Gets blocked down in front, and the rebound from Ehrlich is sent wide. Housley throws one towards the front. Goes over to Hughes, full strength skating now. Hughes gets blocked down once again. This time, no penalty on the play. Slapped up the blue line. Baer can't hold it in. And you hear ASU bench just yelling at Ryan McNeely, trying to get a change. He doesn't want to get off the ice. He spins away from the pressure. Sends one over to Valver. Engbar! Almost a beautifully set up goal there. And now another chance opportunity here as there's an injured guy on Boston College bench trying to get there is Modica. Back up the ice to come the Eagles with a minute left in this one. Centering pass intercepted by Engbar. Finally, McNeely comes off the ice after that long shift. Randall racing to get that puck. He negates the icing. Has Gowans in front. Tries to find him. Instead, he goes to Engbar. Goes over his stick up to Noonan, who goes back down low to Engbar. Taken away by Monahan. Brought around to the opposite side. But he overskates it over to Randall. Poked away. Gowans hangs onto it at the blue line. Quickly over to Noonan. Noonan with a diving effort from behind. Can't get that shot off. And now it's brought up the other way. Down to 30 seconds left in this one. Up ahead, back check from Valver, and Noonan deny any chance on that one. Trying to get through was Peter Hamelin. Nothing doing there. Now knotted up on the far side boards, down to 20. Noonan behind the net now, takes a bump. Sun Devils just looking to eat up the clock here for the rest of this 13 seconds. Taken away to Hamelin, down. Monahan gets checked by Noonan. Still on the far side boards. And one last shot blocked down before it reaches Gluck, and that's going to do it. And the Sun Devils put up 63 shots on this one. 6 goals to show for it, 2 for Boston College, and that's going to be the final score. So Sun Devils with the clean sweep over Boston College, and really a tale of the first period compared to the second and third period playing. I mean, scoreless in the first, and then all of a sudden just the barrage came forward.
Oh, they're just scorching out there right now. You can call them fire at this point, as the Inferno was very intense for them right now. Not the biggest crowd for Oceanside, but nonetheless, the Sun Devils had a great game today, just an offensive efficiency, and we've seen that from them all season, just racking up the goals for them. You know, we see these common scores, 6-2, 7-1, 5-1. You know, it's like second nature for these guys, and it's surprising when they don't get a goal in the first period because they just attack fast. So I think that the momentum going forward for them is good. They're coming over this big East school win, and then they got NAU next week. good opportunity for him and a really good momentum for him.
Yeah, it's going to be our final broadcast. You're not going to want to miss that. The in-state rival, the Northern Arizona Ice Jacks. Huge game. That's going to be on February 12th at 7:20. We'll have that broadcast coming up for you, so stay with us for that one. For Cole Feinblum, I'm Cole Feinblum. For Blaine McCormick, I'm Cole Feinblum, and Justin Gaither, you'll hear from him on the post-game report. We thank you so much for tuning in here. Go enjoy the Super Bowl, Puppy Bowl, ASU women's basketball, NHL hockey, whatever you want to watch. Maybe just some 60 minutes after the Super Bowl, whatever it is you're going to be enjoying. Go enjoy that. Everyone, have a good day and enjoy the rest of it.
Thanks for tuning in to the Walter Cronkite Sports Network. Blaine McCormick alongside Justin Gaither. Justin, what a game. 6-2 the final score here at Oceanside Ice Arena, and just a fantastic setting from the Arizona State Sun Devils. Ryan McNeely, 4 goals with the hat trick. What did you see from him today?
I mean, what more can you expect from him? He's an absolute playmaker, always seems to find the open lane, and he always seems to get shots on net that just the goalie has no prayer in saving, and he puts them in the most precise locations. I feel bad for any goalie that has to face him.
And speaking of the goalie, Lipsky just having a kind of a poor night today. Just rattled. 63 shots on goal for the Sun Devils, allowing 6. Poor guy, but a good game from him too. He was really seeing the puck well, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I mean, 63 shots, 6 goals allowed. That's about 9 saves to every 1 goal. That's incredibly impressive for any goalie. It's just unfortunate that he had to face so many shots because his defense wasn't able to really clear it out ever once the Sun Devils started an attack.
Now going into next week, they face Northern Arizona University for their senior night. What does Arizona State need to do in order to keep this momentum going and close out the season on a high note?
Well, I think that they're going to have a lot to play for with it being senior night, so I don't think we have to worry about them playing conservative or playing it safe going into the tournament. So I think that they're just going to come out and play aggressive hockey like they have been doing all season, because I think they want to win this game just as bad as any other one, and I don't think they're going to approach it any different from any other game.
Well, you heard it here from the Walter Cronkite Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and catch us next week as Arizona State will take on Northern Arizona University. That'll be broadcasted on this stream at 7:20 on Friday. For Justin Gaither, I'm Blaine McCormick, and for Cole Feinblum on the broadcast, thank you for tuning in.